could a weight loss medication actually help get you pregnant? Well, let's talk about GLP1s and fertility. Hello and welcome. I'm Melanie, a dietitian specialising in fertility and prenatal nutrition. My passion is helping women prepare for pregnancy with the best evidence-based nutrition strategies, because what you eat before and during conception plays a huge role in your baby's future health. So now let's talk about GLP1s and fertility. So first, what is GLP1? Well, it stands for Glucagon-like Peptide 1. A hormone that your body naturally produces in the gut that helps regulate blood sugar levels and appetite. The medications mimic this hormone, and you may know them by names like semaglutide or liraglutide. They were originally designed for people with type 2 diabetes, but are now being widely prescribed for weight management. And since weight and insulin resistance are closely tied to fertility, this is where the interest comes in. We know that excess weight and high insulin levels can disrupt ovulation, impact egg quality, and even increase miscarriage risk. For women with polycystic ovarian syndrome, this can be particularly challenging. By improving insulin sensitivity and supporting gradual weight loss, GLP-1s may help restore ovulation and regulate menstrual cycles, making conception more likely. A number of studies have already shown promising results. For example, one randomised control trial looked at women with polycystic ovarian syndrome who were overweight and insulin resistant. Those using a GLP-1 medication experienced more frequent ovulation and higher rates of pregnancy than those using lifestyle changes alone. And when GLP-1 was combined with other fertility treatments, such as ovulation induction medications, success rates improved further. I'll give you an example. One of my clients, let's call her Anna, had struggled with infertility for years. She was diagnosed with PCOS, had irregular cycles, and found weight management almost impossible. After discussing her options with her specialist, she began a GLP-1 medication alongside being referred to us for nutrition advice. Within a few months, she lost around 10% of her body weight, her cycles became more regular, her nutrition improved, and 5 months later, she conceived naturally. For Anna, GLP-1 acted like a kickstart to get her reproductive hormones back on track. So yes, GLP-1s can offer real benefits, but, and this is a big but, there are also important drawbacks that need to be considered if you're trying to conceive. First of all, GLP-1 medications are not safe to use during pregnancy. If you're on one, you'll need to stop before trying to conceive. Exactly how long before is still debated, but many specialists recommend discontinuing at least 2 months prior to trying to make sure that the drug is cleared from your system. Now that means that if your cycles become regular on a GLP-1, but you stop the medication before conception, you may face the risk of your symptoms returning. And that brings me to the second drawback, weight regain. GLP-1s reduce appetite, and many people experience significant weight loss while taking them. But when the medication is stopped, appetite often increases again, and if you haven't had enough protein, it can actually impact upon your metabolism, and much of the weight, if not more, can actually return. For women preparing for pregnancy, this can be really frustrating and may undo some of the other fertility benefits. This is why it's so critical to build strong nutrition and lifestyle foundations alongside any medication, so that progress is sustainable once the drug is stopped. Thirdly, there's the issue of nutrient deficiencies. GLP-1s work partly by reducing appetite and slowing digestion. And while that can be helpful for weight loss, it also means that many women simply don't eat enough food to meet their nutritional needs. Now that's a big problem if you're trying to conceive, because nutrients such as folate, iron, iodine, and omega-3s are absolutely vital for fertility and early pregnancy. I've seen women on GLP-1s unintentionally cut their intake so low that they miss these key nutrients, which can actually make it harder to conceive and may affect the baby's health down the track. And then there's the side effects. Nausea, vomiting, constipation, and diarrhea are all common. These can make eating well even harder, which concerns me as I know the importance of adequate nutrient intakes, not just for you, but for the lifelong health of your baby. So where does that leave us? Well, GLP-1 medications can be a powerful tool for improving fertility, especially for women with PCOS or insulin resistance. They can improve ovulation, help regulate cycles, and may increase pregnancy rates. But they're not a magic bullet, and they need to be used carefully, with the understanding that you'll need to stop before pregnancy, that weight regain is common, and that without a solid nutrition plan, you risk missing out on the nutrients that your body and your baby needs most. So this is why I always stress the importance of personalised nutrition support if you're considering a GLP-1 while trying to conceive. Honestly, you could regret it later if you don't. Check out some of my videos on epigenetic programming to help you understand how vital early life nutrition is for your baby's future. Working with a fertility dietitian can help you to make sure that you're getting the right nutrients, building sustainable habits, and preparing your body for a healthy pregnancy with or without medication. So can GLP-1s boost fertility? For some women, yep, they sure can. But the real key is using them as part of a bigger holistic plan that includes tailored nutrition and lifestyle strategies. Now, before you leave, make sure that you head to the description box to check out some of my free resources and details on how you can book a consultation with a specialist fertility dietitian. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Quite a weight loss. Do you want to just flip it down?